Hey there everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. And in this channel, what you guys can expect is hip-hop news. That's right, where I cover you all the latest hip-hop news, and I share also my personal opinions and all that stuff. So let's get into it, shall we? So in this video, what we're going to be talking about is what does the future hold for YNW Melly? Because as you guys know, last night, YNW Melly got denied a release request from prison despite him being diagnosed with the coronavirus. He got denied it because the victims of the families of YNW Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie filed an appeal to keep Melly locked up, and it's likely because of that. That's why YNW Melly will remain behind bars until his trial date takes place. It could also be because of the amount of evidence against him, because as you guys know, it's already been a year since YNW Melly was arrested for the murders of YNW Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie. Prosecutors believe that he is the gunman in those, and that YNW Portland helped him cover up the murder, and it looks pretty serious, man. Like the biggest question right now is how good is YNW Melly's defense team? Because I mean, the only way how YNW Melly can still get out of jail is if he has a good defense team. That's the only way how YNW Melly will ever get out of jail, because say that the evidence is overwhelming against him and he gets found guilty of the murders, then that means that his career is going to end like TK's career. So anyways, let's talk about it, shall we? Because it all started on October 26, 2018, when there were reports about YNW Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie, who were Melly's close friends. They got shot, and Melly, he paid a tribute on Instagram. But the weird part about this whole thing is that it took them like 4 months to pin somebody and tie them to the murders, and they tied YNW Melly and YNW Portland to the murders. So that is one of the biggest, most craziest things about this whole case, is how it just took prosecutors nearly 4 months to convict and implement Melly for it, because then on February 12th he was arrested, but then I think it was a day before that he posted, or I think it was on the day that he got arrested, that he posted on his Instagram that, he's turning himself in because of those murders. And, YNW Melly, he's had a pretty big career in rap. He released that song Murder on My Mind, and then he made that whole collaboration with Kanye West back in 2019. So it looked like that YNW Melly's career was going to take off, but unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. His career could be in jeopardy because of the murder cases. And if it just wasn't for those murder cases, then YNW Melly still would have probably been producing a bunch of crazy hits. But he's locked up, so it's hard for him to produce hits. And I just feel like that this whole murder case is really just such a sad and tragic ending, because people need to realize, look at the families of YNW Sack Chase and YNW Juvie. You have no idea what they are going through right now, because I mean, they lost their sons, their family members, and losing a family member is always a devastating thing. And it looks pretty serious for YNW Melly, because the way how he can get convicted of this is if prosecutors tie him to the shell casings, because as you guys know, at the scene of the crime there were shell casings found. And what happened was that YNW Melly and YNW Portland, they tried to convince other people that the whole shooting was a drive-by, but unfortunately forensics evidence tell the truth otherwise, and it looks like that YNW Melly likely or allegedly shot his friends while they were together in the car at like 4 a.m. in Florida. So that's that. And if YNW Melly, like I said before, if he gets found guilty, then his rap career, there's going to be no more performing live on stage, no more singing in front of the fans, because I mean, just look what happened with TK. He released that whole race music video, and the only reason why that music video even got so much hits on YouTube was because it talked about was mainly because TK rapped about shooting people. That's what that song really was about. And the same goes for Melly's Murder on My Mind, and one of his other music videos where I think he talked about shooting his friends in those video or something like that. And because of that, that's what landed Melly in hot water. But the thing that I'm trying to figure out is whether or not they're going to use the lyrics in Murder on My Mind and then in Melly's, I think, 2 to 3 music videos evidence against him, like how they used TK's The Race as evidence against him in court, because I feel like that The Race played a big part in TK getting a big 55-year sentence, because as you guys know, TK's rap career is officially over. And I don't know one thing I'll say about Take though is that it all started because of an Instagram DM. Because a lot of people don't know is that Take, some people recruited him for the whole thing to rob Ethan Walker. And, it all started because of an Instagram DM. And if only Take hadn't answered that Instagram DM, we probably would be looking at a different story and him producing rap songs instead of, sitting behind bars. Because, it's just that whole Instagram DM just is what led, in my opinion, to the downfall of Take's. And it looks like this murder case can also lead to the downfall of YNW Melly's career. Now, I don't want to sound pessimistic, but unfortunately, people don't realize how serious this case is, because it's like Melly, he allegedly took the last of his two own friends, and, murder is murder at the end of the day, it just is. And unfortunately, there's no beating a case if the amount of evidence against you is overwhelming, even if you're a rapper. Because, you look at Take, he tried beating the case. Instead of admitting to his guilt, he tried to take the whole thing to trial, and he got convicted. And unless, like I said before, unless Melly has a really, really good defense team, it might be very difficult for him to beat this case, because, prosecutors, they're looking to put him away in jail. So the future for Melly just does not look bright, but we'll see what happens, because the trial still hasn't come here. But anyways, guys, that's been the video here. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, because I'll be posting more hip-hop news videos, sharing also my opinions, because I'm a big fan of hip-hop. And talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good one.